How's everybody doing?
All right.
Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to respond now, because it comes down to how do you respond, how do you get energy. I want everybody to say unbelievable, but I want you to say it in such a way that they can hear you across the hall and wondering, what's going on over here? How's everybody doing?
Unbelievable.
Okay, one more time. How's everybody doing?
Unbelievable.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Okay, my name is Rick Fong. Before I get started, I want to be able to tell you a little story. And that's a gentleman that I got to sit down with. He was a corporate attorney making $250,000. His net worth was negative $30,000. So I want to ask you this. How do you make that kind of money and have a negative net worth?
He was in debt.
He was in debt. Very good. Now, I also got to sit down with another person, single gal, making about $35,000, but at a retirement have about $300,000 in assets. What happened there? Why does she have money, and why does the lawyer have nothing? It has a lot to do with the education, and education is power. So what I'm going to do today is going to be able to teach you that, because money is what you make. Wealth is what you get to keep. You have to know the rules of money. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, okay? And then also I want to share with you this, is that the concepts that we're going to be talking about today is compounding. And I'm very excited about that because that's one of the secrets to wealth, compounding. And it's double-edged because it can work for you or it can work against you, okay? So I want to be able to ask, first of all, compounding. Who can tell me what compounding is? Anybody? Help me with how do you say your name?
Duran.
Duran, okay, please tell me.
So when you get compound interest, you make money on the money that you made the last time.
That was a great definition. Money building upon itself. Now, guys, look at this. It says the most powerful force in the universe is compounding by Albert Einstein. Now, this is very powerful, so that's why I want it to work for you and not against you. Now, there's two parts of this graph that I want you to pay attention to. One is the years, and one is the interest. The longer you keep it in there, the more chance it gets to grow, and the higher interest, the faster it's going to grow. Okay, over time, your money makes money. So this is what you put in, called the principal, and then it accumulates interest, and you notice the pile is getting bigger, correct? And the money you make in interest makes more money. So principal plus interest on principal and interest. All right, now, I'm going to teach you something, okay? And I want you to be able to memorize this. Now, I'm going to say it fast first, and then I'm going to ask if anybody can be able to repeat this. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. When money makes money, the money makes more money.
When money makes money, the money makes more money.
Close. Close. Duran.
Money makes money, money makes more money.
Close. I'm going to say it again now. When money makes money, the money makes more money.
When money makes money, the money makes more money.
100%. Now, if I have Stephanie hand out a pen, so that way you'll always remember it because it's on there. Now, let's talk about the benefits of compounding. Now, do you think you can save $1 a day? Is that realistic for everybody? Mm-hmm. Saving $1 a day, you have no interest. Year one, what is that? How much? Pretty easy, right? Okay, and then you got year 2, year 5, year 10, and year 30. Okay, so you got compounding at 5%. The difference starts to grow as time starts to pass on. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something that's going to be easy for you to understand, but hard for you to do. See, if you are able to maintain this, because the temptation that you're going to have is that you're going to want to spend your money, so it will not be able to compound. So here, I'm telling you this because I've done this long enough to know that even adults have the temptation of spending more. So let's give you some examples of what this means to you if you were to put some products with that. Okay? Year one, you got an iPad, but a purchasing power over here, you can get a little bit more. Would you agree?
Yeah.
But not that much more. You see how that works? Then over here, you got 5 years. The difference is 1,825 versus 2,060, and then you could be able to get 3 courses. And over here, instead of 2, 10 years, 5 months of rent versus 7 months of rent, and over here, a car down payment versus a house down payment. Okay, this is what compounding is all about. So what I want to be able to challenge you guys is, first of all, to understand this, and then to implement this. I want to encourage you to be able to invest and let it compound. You got to start saving. You got to start saving earlier. Okay? So here's the nugget that I have to say for you is pay yourself first and start young, and then I'll be able to compound. Most people I sit down with say, Rick, but there's a challenge. I don't have any money to save. So this is why I have to be able to teach you. Pay yourself first. Think about this. See, the money game is a mind game. A lot of times people will say to me, money is a concept of how to accumulate more, but it changes up here before it could change over here. Okay, so this is what I want to be able to tell you. If you can't save 10% of your income, you're living beyond your means. That's a hard pill to swallow because people will say, I need this stuff. And it's not just you guys over here, it's adults as well. So, going back to this, Kelly starts at age 22. $100 per month for 10 years, $12,000. John starts at age 35, saves $100 per month for 30 years. That's $36,000 that he put in. The interest rate at 8% compound annually. Now, this is a question for you guys. Who will have more money at age 65? Kelly. Are you sure? She's only putting in 12.
Yeah, but she has more time to hit 65 than John does.
Anybody want to argue with her? Anybody? I mean, does everybody see the power over here? Okay, here's the key elements over here. Remember I said the two things, the time and then the interest. Well, they're saying that the interest rate's constant over here, so now we're just working with time. So let's work through this and see what happens over here. Here's $36,000 for John. Kelly, $12,000. So that's the money saved. $253,000 and John has $148,000. So who's in a better situation?
Kelly,
Okay, but let me tell you why, if I could tell you why John didn't want to do this. Remember, mindset is everything. John is saying, you know what, I just got this job. I deserve a new car. I'll invest later. I have enough money that I can move out now. You're all different. You understand that you have to pay yourself first. This is what compounding is all about. So what if Kelly keeps saving until she is 65? Anybody want to guess what she's going to have? Anybody want to guess?
400,000.
Okay, Ronnie said 400,000. Anybody else?
370.
370?
Let's say about 500.
500?
$350,000.
Okay, the answer is 427. And you said
25.
There you go.
I told y'all.
There you go. Congratulations. Kelly had 12,000 to start with, and now she has 427,000. Is that a lot of money? That's a lot of money. You see, this is compounding that we're talking about. Very powerful stuff. So I want to be able to give you a concept, a nugget for you, to be able to say, okay, let's put this in application, Rick. What are we going to be able to do with this money? So I want you to have this picture, okay, of how to be able to invest and compound, okay? So this is just a picture for you. There's a cup, and then there's a bucket, and then there's a pool, okay? Now, if you have money to invest, where are you going to put your money? In the cup, bucket, or pool? I'm going to teach you a concept before I go to this page. It's called the Rule of 72, okay? It's a very powerful concept. As a matter of fact, the banks understand this concept, and they use it often, okay? But I'm going to teach it to you so I can empower you. Somebody once said to me, okay, why do I have to get educated? So I don't need to know this stuff. This doesn't pertain to me. I'm telling you why. Nobody can take advantage of you if you're educated. Nobody can say, this is the right thing to do, but it's really the wrong thing to do. It's better for them and not for you. So this is the education that you're going to have, that you can defend yourself with education. This fact that I'm talking about is called the Rule of 72. So let's talk about this. The Rule of 72 approximates how fast your money is going to double once, okay, with the interest. Say, you take 72 divided by the interest, and that's how many years it's going to take your money. So, poof, you all have $10,000 in your account now. When is it going to turn into $20,000? Okay, so if I said that you're getting 6% interest, you take 72 divided by the 6%, and what do you have? How many years?
12.
12. So it'll take 12 years to double. And then you got another 12 years, and then it goes from 10,000 to, it went to 20, and then 22, and 42, 40 to 80, 82. Okay, so this is compounding, the Rule of 72. Okay, So here's my question to you, okay? Working backwards. How many doubling periods do you have in your life? Because if you can't live to be, if you can't wait every 72 years to double, make sure that it's in a vehicle that's compounding faster. That leads me to this slide over here. Going back to that, my story that I had with you with the cup, the bucket, and the pool. So here's what you have to do when it comes to investment. Before you look at this, is that when you have money, there's a certain place that you want to put your money for certain things that you want to accomplish. Okay, so there's not a one answer to this because the answer really depends on what you want your money to do. But here's what I want to be able to picture. You picture over here. If I had a watering can, you know, it's filled with water, and I'm going to take these 3 buckets. I'm going to go from left to right, and assuming that it's about the same amount, each one. Which one is going to fill first? The cup, the bucket, or the pool? Okay. So this is what I tell the clients. Once the cup is filled, then I just do it on 2 of them. Okay? And then which one's going to fill first? The bucket or the pool? Okay, but somebody drank some water out of the cup. So now we have to go back to the beginning and water it. Okay, so what I'm telling you about this, the reason why I tell you this story, when it comes to investment, it depends on what you're looking to accomplish. Short-term, mid-term, or long-term goal. That's my examples with these 3 buckets over here. Short-term, mid-term, and long-term. So these are different types of investment products. Going back to, I want to tell you a story about savings. I have an 18-year-old son who works at Cops Custard, and I taught him these principles, and I told him how to be able to save. And right now, at 18 years old, he has about $7,000 in his account. And that's more than a lot of the clients that I have that are adults. So what that means is that if you apply these principles and save and pay yourself first, you can be able to accumulate money. And you can be able to accumulate wealth.